Nice move, that's very good. Everyone doing okay? Yeah. Good, thank you very much. Nice to be here in the lobby of the theatre. So close. I do have to work my way to theatres, but not room by room. Yeah, I'm doing the toilets to the Apollo next week. Good gig. It's good. It's nice. I thought it'd be posh. It looks like a sort of Wetherspoons shareholders meeting. Stunt doubles at the back, right lads? Alright. Andrew Tate lookalike conference over there. Nice to have you. One of you's planning a trip to Turkey, I'm pretty sure. Here we are, this is good. Lovely stuff. Nice to meet you all. This is fun. I love doing this. My favourite thing to do, doing this. A bit different to my day job. So I'm not doing comedy. I actually work as a GP, which is why you probably haven't seen me before. Please, it's not a pandemic. Thank you. But half true, I'm actually a GP trainee, which means I get to work in different parts of the hospital. Currently based in A&E, which is very rewarding. Mainly if one of you guys comes in with a vibrator stuffed up your arse. I get to keep it. That is the classic question everyone wants to know for a doctor, isn't it? Like, what's the funniest thing you've ever pulled out of someone's rectum? And my answer's my elbow. Classic stuff. So it is fun. It gets a bad rap being a doctor, you know, but there's a lot of fun things about it. One of my favourite things, right, is to watch TV medical dramas. Right, and annoy the person I'm with by constantly pointing out all the little inaccuracies. You know, like the way they've got staff. So we're any nurses in tonight? No, so that's what it's like in hospital. So I love the NHS to pieces, I absolutely love it, but we have to accept we've got a couple of problems, alright? So our technology is still miles behind any other industry, right? So you might remember a couple of years ago we had a cyber attack that shut down, 100% of our IT systems. Couldn't tell the difference. I literally remember seeing it on the news on the day it happened. They were like, computers won't turn on, A&E is in chaos, people having to print out x-rays. I just remember thinking, oh, they fixed the printers. But like people in the UK still have crazy high expectations what they want from the NHS, right? It's amazing. I made the mistake of looking at the Facebook reviews for the hospital I work at. Facebook reviews, it's great. It's very much the emotional extremes, if you're wondering. It's kind of like, angry 1-star complaints or very sort of gushy 5-star things. Apart from one review that I saw, that was a genuine thing someone had written that just said, very simply, saved my mother's life. 3 stars. Mum's alive, but the parking was expensive. It's tough, man. It's a very tough job. It's a very stressful job. Sometimes people ask me, how tough is it to be a doctor at the moment? My answer to that is, I'm 31 years old. That's how fucking tough. It's meant to be the prime of my life. I look like posh Gollum. Falling apart, right? How bored I've got now, right? The other day, I actually took a picture of my thumb, and my phone recognised that as my face and tagged me in. And I've got to reach that threshold of baldness as well, what other people assume you're no longer sensitive about it. One of my patients was like, oh, we could call you Dr. Baldylocks. Oh, we could stop your morphing. About it. I'll tell you why I'm sensitive about it. So I never got to have a physical prime. And this is the best, I've never got to have a physical prime. I was a fat kid. Not, documentary fat, but... fat enough that I struggle with things like long distance running. Or as the other kids called it, the 100 metres. And I was very shy, maybe very shy, so I used to sort of be obsessed with sort of confident 90s rappers like Snoop Dogg, weird little fat kid rapping about fat ass and titties, like, I've got those. I started late with ladies, didn't really have my first sexual experiences till after I went to university, because first time I had broadband. Okay. That was a game changer, Because before the internet, right, it was a lot harder to predict what you were going to get when you tried to look at porn, remember that? I remember once finding a VHS tape hidden in my dad's desk, labelled "Big-breasted teen gets humiliated." When I watched it, it turned out to be a video of me at sports day. It's tough, and as soon as I even got remotely good looking, I started losing my hair. It fucking sucked. I tell you what, so being like a young guy with a receding hairline, it makes you irresistibly attractive to elderly women. And I work with them, they'll say anything. All my patients was like, all the things I would do to you if I was 10 years younger. It's like, well, you're 80 now, Doris. We're not having a three-way with your carer, are we? And they all do that, the old ladies as well. Like when they give you a compliment, it'll start like it's going to be nice. Then there's like a hurtful sting of truth at the end, isn't it? You're a good-looking lad. Doesn't matter that you're balding. Then don't mention it. It'd be perfect for my daughter. She's got low self-esteem. I do love that generation. I do love that generation because they say it how it is. That generation, they say it how it is. And they hate to make a fuss. That's the other thing, they absolutely hate to make a fuss. My favourite story of this is a completely true story, right? Which is, my old hospital once got two old ladies mixed up and accidentally discharged one old lady back to the other one's house. This genuinely happened, right? So imagine this, right? So they go to the wrong house, right? The wrong lady's husband opens the door, sees it's the wrong woman, just goes, yeah, let's her in. Waves off the paramedics, it's just like, alright, I guess that's my wife now. And he didn't even try and phone the hospital. That's what I love about that story. It's like, had the hospital not realised and phoned him, how long would he just politely left that call? Like next family gathering, be like, little heads up about grandma. She might seem a tad confused. And now she's black. Any questions? It's tough. I hate getting old. I do hate getting old. I don't really do it. I'm at that age now where all my friends are having babies. Yeah. I'm obviously very excited for them, blah blah. But, do you ever find it quite hard to get enthusiastic about your friends' babies? And they're like, oh, isn't she amazing? Now she holds objects and makes little noises. You're just like, so does my fridge. I didn't ruin your wedding by bringing that, did I? And I'll say as well, like, by the way, if you do have young kids, stop inviting your adult friends to your young children's birthday parties. It's creepy and weird. Why do people do that? Oh, you should come to Tilly's 5th. Oh, it should be a great party. Like, fucking how? What, going to be a cool 5-year-old? He's up for doing coke? No. Also, I don't want to be at a party, it's a position where some parents like, which one's yours? And I have to be like, oh no, I'm just here to watch. It was my niece's 3rd birthday last week, and I couldn't make it, unfortunately. I had some grouting to do, but I get her a cake. They've got this new thing now called photo cakes. Also, if you've seen this, we can sort of print a photo of your choosing onto a cake, right? And I went to go and get it for her, and it's amazing read. Next time you're there, do look at this, it's true, right? There's a list of very specific rules about what you can and can't print on these cakes. And the last rule was, no designs that promote hate or racial prejudice. I was like, what sort of kids' birthday cakes were getting made before that rule? Have a KKK crazy party! Hitler says you're 9! I think I got away with that. Subtitles intellectually impaired. It's all good. There's a lot of coughing in this room. You know I'm off duty, by the way. Flu pandemic in a building. But anyway, the other thing people do in my generation I don't like is that they give their kids really weird names. Really weird names, like ridiculous names. So there's generally this one kid at my girlfriend's school where she works. There's this kid at my girlfriend's school, a real kid called Hercules. Someone named their kid Hercules, right? And just to make it clear, this kid isn't Greek or a male escort. And I think it's mean. I think it's really mean when you give a kid a weird name. It makes them weird and insecure and stuff, right? You know, like this kid Hercules. Sometimes when I pick up my girlfriend, he just sort of stands in the playground and stares at me. Right, it's really weird. I remember this one time I went, and everyone else had left the playground. Right, it was just me and this kid standing there. There was this sort of tense silence. Right, and the kid went, "I can't talk to you because the floor's lava and you're in prison." I was like, okay. I wasn't quite sure what I was meant to say back to that. But I remember reading this thing that you should just try and talk to kids the same way you talk to adults. So what I said was, "What the fuck are you on about?" I'm always amazed by people who have kids in their 20s and their 30s because I couldn't do it. I couldn't have kids at this age. I'm too stupid. I'm too stupid to have kids. I know, by the way, that's a pretty worrying thing for a doctor to say. But it's true. Outside medicine, I'm thick as shit. I really am. Like, I don't read the news. I have zero knowledge of politics or world events. As long as the Queen's still going, that's all good by me. Yeah. I didn't know that one, but here's what I didn't know. It shows you what level I'm at, right? So did you guys know that Camilla's legal title is now the Queen? Yeah, okay. Right, I didn't know that, right? Very confusing. I saw a headline the other week and it was like, "The Queen has returned to Buckingham Palace." I'm like, fuck, what a twist! Was it like some insurance scam? I don't read the news. I don't read the news because it's stressful. It's depressing and it's stressful. Especially breaking news on the BBC News. Yeah. Who fucking breaking news? If something is important enough to be pushed through to your phone, it cannot be good, isn't it? What's it going to be? You know, oh, breaking. Jesus is back and he's legalised drugs. You know, it's like free blowjobs with NHS. You know. Well, I mean, that's not good news to me. I'd have to do them. I bet someone would still whinge when I had to wait 4 hours for my blowjob. 3 stars. No, it's tough. I try and stay out of the news, but it's very difficult to stay out of the news because it affects your life. You know, like my mortgage has gone up 3 times in the last year. Absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The only silver lining, I think, is that it's probably why we have less serial killers these days than we used to, is that no one can afford to live on their own. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure how far Jeffrey Dahmer would have got with a shared fridge. Get a little passive aggressive note. Can you keep body parts in your own drawer, please? It's just an entire country with no money. It's just a weird feeling. You feel it in really strange ways. I got my bike stolen recently, and clearly the police are having to make cuts in certain departments. So I got my bike stolen, I reported it, and the police literally sent me an automated email reply that just said, "Yeah, that's what happens to bikes." No help, just a link to the Victims of Crime helpline. I was like, you can't just skip the bit where you help me. It's like if someone came to A&E and I just went, "Yeah, people get ill," and then slipped in a leaflet for a funeral home. Yeah, man, this has been, this is my, as I say, it's my little sideline thing. I like to come and do this to get away from the stress of the job. And this has been fun. I'm sure it's been very nice. I've been making people laugh for just over 5 years now. I'm doing stand-up for 9. It's when I do this, sometimes people don't believe I'm a real doctor. I get that. Sometimes people think I'm just making that up, some kind of stage character. I did a gig recently, and a lady at the back shouted, "Go on then, prove it." So I made my way in the corridor for 12 hours. But I am a real doctor. I qualified in 2012. And I remember those early days. Being a junior doctor, I was just nervous every day. Something was going to go wrong, you know. And it's, you know, different. I've been a doctor 12 years now. Like, I know what I'm doing, I'm confident, and all jokes aside, I would never put a patient in harm's way. When I started out, I made some wild fucking errors. I once accidentally fingered a guy's prostate so hard he almost died. Right? true, right. It's got like sexual nerve endings on it. And it makes your heart go funny. I didn't know that. I was new. I was trying to be really thorough. So I was like there for about 3.5 minutes, just tickling every edge of this guy's thing. Right? And I remember the guy just being like, oh. Just, like, you know when you start a car in 3rd gear, like, oh. I was like, I must be doing a good job because he is sweating. Anyway, this is true. I finished. The guy stands up, passes out, right? Unconscious, cardiac arrest alarms go off, right? Everyone runs, and for a second I'm like, I think I just killed a guy from an orgasm, seemingly. And for a moment I was like, how am I going to break that bad news to his family? Like, please come in, sit down. There's no easy way to say this, but I fingered your husband's arse so hard he died. Please take a tissue, it's what he would have wanted. I will take you to see the body, but I have to warn you, he is smiling extremely hard. If you could get the pillow out of his grip, that would be handy. No, so the true story, he actually was fine, he was absolutely fine. I mean, he calls me a lot, but... For a while, I must be the Michael Barrymore of medicine. I was terrified. It's absolutely terrifying experience. Bit much, bit close to the old prostate. But no, there's a lot of stress in the job. I mean, they sort of do a lot of, for those reasons, they're very strict with what they make you do and stuff. Like, I have to do e-learning every 6 months, like e-learning modules, mapping to your job. I got an email last week saying that if I didn't complete my e-learning module on stress reduction, we'll fire you. Weirdly ironic way. So if you don't get that module done on violence and aggression, we'll fucking kill you. And I keep failing. I failed safeguarding children and preventing radicalisation, which is not a great look really. To be bad with kids, but excellent with terrorists. And this one's true. I failed diversity and awareness so many times. I had a supervisor meeting. Not cool, alright? My supervisor was like, you failed that one more time, that is a disciplinary, I'm putting a black mark on your record. And I was like, okay, firstly, chill, okay. Don't need diversity training, I'm a very diverse guy. Okay. Secondly, who's Black Mark? According to these videos, you should really just be calling him Mark. Okay with you, White Joe? I'm allowed to make that last joke, by the way. Got a lot of close friends who are white. It's okay. No, it's tough, man. They train you to do stuff. They train you to do things like breaking bad news. We have to get actors in. You have to get actors in, have bad news broken. Do you think your day at work is rough? I've been told you're dying 48 times. That's their day. But it's a tough skill, breaking bad news, very tough skill. Especially when kids are involved. That is very tough when kids are involved. But on a personal level, when my granddad died, I remember my niece was kind of too young to sort of fully understand it. You know, she just thought it kind of sort of gone somewhere. And she said to me, when I'm older and I have a house, could Grandad come back and live with me? And that was heartbreaking, you know, I have to explain to her, darling, you will never own property. I've got to wrap up. This has been a lot of fun. I'm super excited about the rest of the show. Not enough to stay, obviously. But it's going to be great. I'd like to leave with one last little story, but I've run out of time. I've got to run out of time, so I'm going to give you guys a choice, okay? So last little thing, choice of 3 stories. Do you want to hear about the first time I had sex, my weirdest night out ever in Wigan, or the time I got kicked by a horse? 3. 3? Okay, so do 3. Ready? Okay, to end on. So, I was fucking this horse in Wigan.